Christians, we see here in this passage that there is no one on earth who is righteous. We see here in this verse that there is no one who does righteously. And we also see that there is no one who does not sin. Now, if you take this for what it says, it's very plain. There are no righteous men on earth. No one who does not sin, and no one who does righteously. Which means that there is no room for the freedom of will. Because how can you have a free will and be restricted from doing righteousness, which is quite essential to what people think the free will allows them to do? There is no freedom of will. Otherwise, the writer of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, could not say this. Paul cannot repeat the same things in Romans, when he says that there is none righteous, none who does good. Now, some of you might say, some of you unbelievers out there might say, well, I thought Jesus Christ never sinned. I thought he was righteous and always did only what was righteous. That's true. But he was not a regular man. He was the God man, the one who took on human flesh, the one who was the eternal word of God, who was always with God, and who created the world. He was God in the flesh. And this is another verse that proves that Jesus Christ was divine, that he was not an average man, that he was not solely a man. He was the God man, God in human flesh, and could not sin. But one thing that is clear, no man outside of Christ has been righteous, has done righteously, and there is no man who hasn't sinned. So there's no man who can be justified in God's sight by the keeping of any kind of a law. This right here proves how that is an impossibility. But it also proves that this idea of man having a free will is also a figment of the human mind, one that Satan has implanted and many have embraced and accepted wholeheartedly. But if man truly had a free will, then this passage here, this verse, can't be true. Be provoked, be persuaded.